To you, my subscribers and returning subscribers. Well, it's a day that the Nigerian this is a day that Nigerian government said to bring in Nnamdi Kanu to court for the third time since he was arrested, or since they took him from Kenya. Recall that Nnamdi Kanu was not brought to court when his case was set in Umuahia, because he filed the case against the federal government to pay him, I think, 5 billion naira for damages and some other properties that were lost when the military carried out their python dance at his hometown. They did not bring him to court for his hearing. So Ipob and their leader gave an order, issued a statement. They issued a statement that if Nnamdi Kanu, if it did not bring him to court today, that is the 21st of October, that the Ipob will go on a 1 month lockdown. And I think I feel like the federal government sensed what was going to happen, because even the leaders, the governors in the east, southeast, they are already tired. They have warned the businessmen, they have given an order to traders, go about with your businesses, yet the traders are still observing the sit at home. They're seeing that this Nnamdi Kanu is a very great man, a man that's loved by his people, a man that the people consider worthy to leading them to their referendum. And they just want Biafra. The Southeasterners, they just want Biafra. They want to separate from Nigeria. And Nigerians, all of us, can see what is actually going on. Even when Ipob, issued a statement that, okay, we have suspected the sit-at-home order, yet all the Easterners are still obeying the sit-at-home order. So what many Nigerians frown at is the idea of not bringing Nnamdi Kanu to court. The previous court hearings that he had, they did not bring him to court, and that was what made so many of them to be angry. And they said, if they did not bring in Nnamdi Kanu to court, we are going to go on a 1 month lockdown until he is brought to court. So you have seen the pictures, possibly you have seen the videos as well. He was brought to court today, and you could see him. He's looking well. Somebody was telling me that he's not even looking like someone that is in prison. Why should he be in prison? Until somebody is found guilty, the person is not guilty. Until the person is tried in the court, and then the person is is condemned, the person Nnamdi Kanu, as we speak now, is not yet guilty, because the court has not said so. The judges have not said so. So why is it that the previous hearing that he had, that the federal government refused to produce him to court for his hearing, so that he can speak and defend himself? So now today we are hearing that the charges that the federal government filed against him have been amended. So these are the amended charges that the federal government filed against Nnamdi Kanu. One of it is that Nnamdi Kanu allegedly imported radio transmitter, which called Tram 50L, which he hid inside the container and kept at Ihiala, Anambra State. Another amended charges against Nnamdi Kanu is that Nnamdi Kanu allegedly declared himself as member of indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, group that Nigerian government has banned. Another one is that Nnamdi Kanu allegedly committed terrorism when he used the radio broadcast from London to encourage members of the band Ipob to attack Nigeria security operatives and their family members. Another one is that Nnamdi Kanu allegedly committed terrorism when he boasted about things that will happen and said that people will die. Another alleged charges against Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu allegedly used the radio broadcast from London to commit act of terrorism when he declared sit at home and threatened death on people who don't obey the order. The court denied the Ipob leader Nnamdi Kanu lawyer application for the Department of State Security Service to transfer him to the correctional center. He has been moved to back to DSS, and he'll be there till a second hearing. Next hearing, this thing has been adjourned. His case has been adjourned to November 10, 2021. And also, one of the charges against him is that Nnamdi Kanu allegedly used Radio Biafra from London, where he boasted to separate Southeast, South, and some parts of Kogi and Benue states from Nigeria to form Biafra land. That Nnamdi Kanu also allegedly used his radio broadcast from London to abuse Nigeria President Muhammadu Buhari when he called the president pedophile, a terrorist, and an idiot, an embodiment of evil. So these are the 7 amended charges against Ipob leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I was thinking actually that I'm going to see among the amended charges where maybe there were rumors or news that came a few months ago that one of the charges against him is that he imported weapons. So I have read the 7 amended charges. I didn't see weapon. I didn't see anything that is like weapon, or some claim that he brought in drugs, he brought in sophisticated devices to fight Nigerian government, and none of these are here. So this is not enough to even hold him hostage in court, because he has pleaded not guilty. We have bandits in Nigeria. We have Fulani herdsmen. They are doing what we can see with our eyes. They are killing people. In fact, today the people that were traveling through train from Abuja to Kaduna, from Kaduna to Abuja, from Abuja to Kaduna, yes, they were held on the road for 2 hours because bandits, they used an explosive device to destroy the rail track, and they have to go back to Abuja. They couldn't travel to Kaduna again, which Senator Shehu Sani reported. Bandits, which I continue to say in this channel, that a governor in the north said that they are doing business. A Muslim cleric said they are just businessmen. They are businessmen and they are killing people. They would kidnap people and they would demand for huge amount of money, millions of naira. And just the one that was just published a few days ago, Wall Street Journal, how that Nigerian Air Force paid $50,000, 20 million naira equivalents, to bandits to release the anti-grav gun that they stole or they snatched from the military, and yet they are yet to be declared a terrorist group. Just yesterday I read that El-Rufai wants the federal government to declare bandits as terrorists. They are no longer businessmen. Maybe he become tired of their business and he wants them to be declared terrorists, when they have done lots of evil, when they have made the people in that area, in Kaduna State, in Zamfara, in so many places in the north, they have made the lives of the people worse. They have rendered many of them homeless. Many are in IDP camps now. Yet they are not terrorists. They have not been proscribed. A man who said, I want referendum, we just want to separate from Nigeria. South Sudan separated from Sudan how many years ago? It's not South Sudan as a country now, they are not up to 15 years. Catalonia in Barcelona, in Spain, they just separated from Spain. So why is it a thing in Nigeria that when a certain group wants to separate from, they say they want to separate from the group, and yes, it's not going to be easy for them to achieve it, but why is it that the federal government are so much interested in it? And then look at what just happened. They brought him to court and the cases were read against him and he pleaded not guilty. What is difficult in adjourning the case in 2 days time or 3 days time? How many cases are they trying at that high court in Abuja that will make them to adjourn it to November 10? Just guess what will happen after November 10. They could shift it to maybe March 2022 or even April, so that he will remain in DSS custody. So this is crazy. But what Nigerian government must understand, that this guy called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a man that is loved by his people, a man who is not a politician. He's not a senator, he's not a House of Reps member, he's not even maybe a former politician. He just came out and became the voice of the people. He declared sit-at-home order, even while in prison, even while in their custody. People were still obeying the sit-at-home order. Men and women, old and young, rich and poor, and middle class, all of them were obeying the sit-at-home order. And you want to tell us that the cause that he's pursuing, he's not going to get it? He'll definitely get it, just with time. But all we want to say is this: Nigeria, if they want the Igbos to be appeased, they should end this marginalization. Let jobs be given to everyone. The Igbos are marginalized. The South, they are marginalized. When you look at the appointment, the political appointment, those that the president appointed, the head of civil service, head of military, head of police, head of civil defense, head of FRSC, all these people, most of them are from the North. And you don't want them to protest and say, it's clear. It's beyond reasonable doubt that these people are marginalized, and they have condoned it for quite a long time, and they say we just want to go. Why can't you let them go? Why do you want to follow them with suppression and intimidation? So, somebody was telling me that this was going on. NSAS protest, memorial protest, was celebrated yesterday. Somebody was like, all the APC leaders now will not join the NSAS protest until the administration is over. next year or next 2 years, you will see those in APC now, if they don't win the election, if they are not re-elected, their government will not be the one that will be in power. You see them join NSAS to protest against bad government. That's what is going on in the country. But let's see what the judge will do on November 10th. That's the next hearing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What is there in finalizing his case? What is difficult there? And just giving his or whosoever that is the chief judge, what is difficult there in giving your judgment than to always keep adjourning the case? Now his lawyer wrote a letter, requested that he should be transferred to correctional center, which I feel it will be better, though he's looking quite okay, and they refuse that. What is it for? What is that for? So we believe that the proper thing will be done by those that are in charge of Nnamdi Kanu's case. But my question is, why did the federal government amend their cases against Nnamdi Kanu? Or maybe the ones they charged him before, they thought it was too much, so they removed some and they brought new ones. This is crazy. But I think that what the federal government should be doing now is how to treat everyone equal, how to be fair with every tribe, every region, and not being unfair. Stop marginalizing not just the Igbos, the South. I think Nigeria will be a better place. Thank you guys.